joining me. I'm Andrea, and I'm going to play some Kakuro. Kakuro is set up very similar to, looks kind of like a crossword puzzle. The difference is that it's numbers and not letters. So the 3 up here means that in these 2 squares below, the digits this is one. This row